trailing at half time, but second half everything went for you. What's your thoughts? I say everything went for you. You made it.
Not everything, I wouldn't say. Probably not going to get drawn into that. I thought first half we edged it. Gave me half of a few chances. I thought we looked the more likely, controlled good parts of it. Transition obviously cost us a little bit, where we became a little bit disjointed. They took the opportunity well, clearly. But I thought second half we were very, very good. We hit really high levels in every phase of the game, whatever it was, with the ball, without it, the bits in between, and set pieces, clearly.
What was your take on those two penalty incidents? Not dissimilar, what was your take on the first one and the second one?
Yeah, I've purposely not looked at them back, to be honest, because I don't want it to be the main thing I discussed today. I don't think it's been the main reason why the game has been decided. Some people might disagree with that. I think on the balance of play, we have to get one of them. Would be my opinion from 50, 60 yards away, and from what the rest of the staff have discussed with me after the game. The officials have a difficult task on their hands, clearly. All the challenges, all the bits and pieces. There's a lot going on in the games, and clearly they were two key moments and decisions that needed to be made.
And even at 1-0 down, going into the second half, you guys never... It seems as if you're preying on fragility that exists with Newcastle a little bit. You always believed you could get back into the game and probably go on and win the game. Was that belief always there? And in part, was that based on Newcastle's away records, stretching back to April?
No, it's based on us, really. Really calm at half time. Wanted to just tweak a couple of aspects where I felt we could improve. A bit more calmness in possession in certain areas of the pitch rather than forcing passes, and I think we did that really well. And controlled transitions again pretty well, probably up until, ironically, Newcastle went down to 10 men, where it became a little bit ragged and disjointed. We couldn't quite get a grip of that. But I just have real belief in what we can produce, and I didn't want us to panic, didn't want us to chase the game. I felt it would or could come by doing the right things, and I think we maintained that.
A lot of things went against you. You must be very pleased with how the players kept going, didn't get frustrated, but believed in what they're trying to do, and didn't let kind of negatives get down.
Yeah, I think what you're alluding to is true. I think there was definitely a sense of certain things not going for us, and I think sometimes you can use that as an excuse to not perform and let it get the better of you. And I've been in that position, obviously, on the pitch. I don't think I always dealt with it particularly well on the pitch, and I try and deal with it better off the pitch. I think our players actually deal with it really, really well. They stuck at it, stuck to the task, and just they were relentless, really, in terms of getting back level and then going for the winning goals.
What pleased you most about the performance? Because there's so many positives, the solidity back, the continuing creativity, the set pieces, obviously another goal from a throw-in.
Yeah, so much, really. I think the selflessness of the team. I think if you look at the attacking players, I've just mentioned this in the dressing room, all attackers want to attack. It's just pretty obvious because they play in that position. They want to do things with the ball, whether it's attacking crosses, dribbling, shooting, whatever it is. But I think if you look at our attacking players, there's a real selflessness around how they defend, how they recover back, how they do the basics of the game that are absolutely needed. And I think the other aspect around being selfless is the squad, the subs coming in, having a real impact, which they have throughout the time I've been in charge, where they've been not sulking. I know people will be unhappy not to play. I mention it quite frequently, but I think that the impact they have is so crucial. And again, today they made a big influence in the game.
We've spoken a lot about Igor Thiago already this season, but again, great calmness, another penalty put away, second match running. But also only Erling Haaland now.
Yeah, and a long time to wait to take the penalty, clearly, which isn't easy. I think it was 5.5 minutes, someone just mentioned to me, which is a long time to have to wait. Whether that's right or not, I'm not quite sure. But he's just in a great vein of form, playing full of confidence, huge personality. Clearly, I think everybody can see that. Loving life, loving football, and long may it continue.
Keith, have you ever seen a throw-in taker as good as Michael Coyote before?
Probably not. No. Well, I certainly haven't worked with one as good. He's he's pretty special. I think he gets a lot of headlines clearly for that. I think if you take that away, he's still a fantastic footballer. The way he approaches the game, the way he likes to defend, has real pride in that, and the constant development in his game. Really keen to learn day to day, week to week basis, which ties into what we do at the club. But the long throw is pretty special. Yeah.
Does he practice it a lot, like during the week, or is it just something he's got he doesn't really practice that much?
No, we practice all phases of play, and Michael's obviously pretty prevalent in that phase of the game, so he practices pretty frequently. Yeah.
Keith, did you lose the thread of the game around the penalty like I did? When you're in the dugout, it kind of lost its kind of momentum. It's just, I mean, it must be difficult even for a coach to keep up with it, I would have thought.
What can you elaborate? What do you mean?
Well, just the game up until when the penalty was awarded. Well, apart from the first, the diving booking as well, the game kind of was railroading the goal coaching. It must be difficult even for a coach to keep up with the thread. 4 Newcastle subs at one point, changing the goalkeeper. Your job is to try and counter that. Was it difficult?
Yeah, just wanted to keep I didn't want the momentum to come out of the game because I felt we were on top. So that was probably the big thing I wanted to try and get across to the players. You do get moments then to get a little bit of information onto some players to be able to just tweak things. Right side, I wanted Michael Coyote to stay a little bit lower, to leave Dango a bit higher, more 1v1 scenarios. Thought that worked pretty well. Yeah, I think you just need to stay in the game and stay focused. Staff are obviously looking at it through a different lens as well and feeding back little tidbits that may help things. But I thought the players stayed really focused during those moments that you're talking about.
Have you got a deputy long throw taker?
Got about 5, yeah. So your first time? No. Yeah, we've got quite a few. Kevin Schade, Matty Jensen, Ethan Pinnock. We've got a little squad of them.
Were you given any clarification from the officials over the first penalty shout and looking for diving? Because VAR, the replays show it was a penalty, so it was a bit confusing.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen it back, but no, I haven't. I've said this before on a few contentious issues. I don't really want to be the type of head coach that really criticises the officials, because I just don't think it's right. It's a difficult job at the best of times. But yeah, I think from what I'm hearing, it's probably a penalty. But no, I haven't had any explanation around it now.
It was on your home form. I think it's only 1 defeat, and that was to Man City. What do you put that down to, and how crucial is that to be so good at home?
Yeah, we want it to be a place where it's pretty uncomfortable for the opposition to come. The performances overall have been of a really, really high standard. It's obviously really important in terms of what we want to achieve and how we take steps forward. So yeah, I think performances inevitably, if they're pretty consistent, they will bring the results, and I think we've had that in pretty much most of the games, and I think the confidence has been growing from that. The boys turn up, the fans are engaged, they're really making connections with some of the newer players and the new team, which it is. It's just a feel-good factor clearly at home.
Okay.
Thank
you very much, everybody.
See ya.
Thanks, bud.